minds. So let me tell you a little bit about me. I come from a very poor country known as Argentina. Highest inflation right now, second highest inflation around the world, 150% inflation this last year. I left because I realized that it wasn't a place for opportunity. Because if you're in an environment where if you try to win or excel and people, and this happens, bro, this happens all the time. Broke people try to put their limitations on you. They try to put their self-belief, their lack of belief on you. And what do they tell you? Oh, well, that's not possible. You can't do that. So I'm in Argentina. I'm 17 years of age, 16 years of age. My parents give me $200 in a suitcase because I got in an argument with them that I hated fucking school, that this made no sense to me. I flunked every class. My teachers didn't know shit. I literally remember that I have such terrible experiences from school. I would remember like my teacher looking at me in the face and all I could remember was her bad breath. Like I don't remember what she was saying, anything. I could just see
the
her
coffee
teeth
breath.
That were all they were all crusty as fuck, and I'm like, bro, like this bitch doesn't know anything, nothing whatsoever. And my goal in life was to always follow the leader, and the leader is a person that knows the way, goes the way, and ultimately shows the way. Most of you guys are following followers. Most of you guys are following followers. Most of you guys don't know why you wake up, why you go to work. You don't know why you go to work. You don't know why you make money. You don't know what money is. You don't know why money exists. And when you start dissecting these things, you come to realize that maybe work isn't all that important. An individual wakes up at 9 in the morning, doesn't know why they wake up 9 in the morning. They go to a job, then they start working because they see other people working the job. Then at 5 p.m. they arrive at home and they kiss their wife in their small little house in their small little car, and they go to the TV and do this. I'm tired. And they don't even know why they're tired. They're tired because they've been told and they saw that their dad was tired for the last 40 years. So therefore, well, automatically you're tired.
But that's mature. Those are mature people.
Those are people that you know, they want to play it safe. They want the American dream. And what I realized about the American dream is that you have to be asleep. Because only dreaming happens when you're asleep. And a lot of these motherfuckers are asleep. So 40 years go by, they never question why they do what they do, why they hang out with the people that they hang out. And they hit 65. The government has told them that they're going to receive a 401k, they're going to receive their social security card, and by the time that they're 70, they have no money, they have no friends, they have no relationships, their children have abandoned them because they spent 40 years working, slaving for a motherfucker, for a business that doesn't care about them. So I don't ever want to hear about slavery, I don't want to hear about discrimination, I don't want to hear about the wage gap, I don't want to hear any of this bullshit, because the life that you have is the life that you chose. And I keep repeating this because people don't seem to understand that every person here is self-made.
Okay. But how did you make it out of the matrix?
I'll explain that to you. Very simple. One thing. I had a goal. For you to get out of the matrix, you have to want to leave the matrix. That is the most important thing, bro. How are you supposed to leave the matrix if you don't have a goal to leave? Everybody needs a destination. Everybody walks around like an accident. They wake up, they don't know why they wake up. They put on their clothes to go to work. They don't know why they put on their clothes and go to work. They have no goal. They have no direction.
Right.
In order to know where you want to go, first you need to understand where other people have been and why it's extremely important to get there. The reason it's important to get there is because your ultimate goal should be freedom. Freedom to choose to do what you want to do whenever you want to do it, and have no person or entity, whether it's governmental, institutional, private, public, an individual, your parents, dictate what is good for you. And the craziest part is when people don't have the same life experience that you have, or they're an opposite gender, like women telling men how to be men. How does that make any fucking sense? A woman telling you how to be a man.
But I don't want to be toxic or problematic.
Oh, okay. Well, guess what, brother?
I might just be insecure and gay.
You might be insecure, you might be gay, you might be transphobic, homophobic, and you might need gender surgery, reassignment, because clearly the hormone pills aren't cutting it. Mm-hmm. But now we're teaching our kids at the age of 6 that they must pledge allegiance to a flag that they don't know anything about. They must pledge allegiance to a banner that is just a symbol of freedom. But it's so free that we can't even have our own opinions on stream.
But right? I trust the government. The government cares about us, right?
Absolutely, the government cares about you. You know why they care about you? For a very simple reason. Because to them, you are an energy flow. Energy. That's all you are. You are an output of your energy. So you're depleting your life source in order to create somebody else's dream. So you are important, but you are replaceable. You are replaceable. And that's what they treat you like. That's why all the soldiers are replaceable. That's why they say there's boots on the ground, not there's human beings. There's boots on the ground. They say we've had casualties. We've had 8 soldiers die. They don't even list them. They don't name them. They give them a nice little ceremony that's 4 minutes long. Oh, this good job. Your son, you should be proud of your son. He honored his country and he served his country. Served his country how? Protecting what? Do you think we need fucking protection? 24 out of the next 25 countries with the biggest militaries are our allies. Yet, somehow we need trillions and trillions of dollars in war spend, and it makes no sense. But you know why it makes sense to them? Because you need to manage people and you need control. And that's what this entire thing's about. Every little thing is about control. Depleting your life source, depleting your ability to be a man, depleting your ability to be a woman. And most females out there, they're not real women. I'll give you that. They're trying to impersonate some sort of bullshit that they see on the television. They try to be Kardashians. They try to be these fat thoughts out there that somehow...
But they're empowered.
They're empowered.
They're independent queens.
They're pussy popping. Because when you put your pussy out there, that's empowerment. When you show your titties, which are... Since the dawn of man, women's breasts have been sacred. Everybody knows this. But somehow it's a female empowerment. Let your titties hang out.
Right.
Let them just come out.
But what about the slut walk that they all go to? What about
Absolutely.
Pride Month? Pride Month is good. They get to show off their bodies.
Yeah.
It's empowering.
What would happen if a group of white dudes, just normal white dudes, they said, you know what, I'm proud to be white, and I'm gonna have this flag that represents the pride that I have. You'd be a racist motherfucker, bro. 100%.
Yeah.
Now let's flip the switch. If you're a black person or an Asian person, now for some reason that's acceptable, but it doesn't make any sense. And the reason it doesn't make any sense is because I've done one thing that you and I have in common, which is
What is that?
to think.
You think?
Most people don't think. And that's what I've realized is one of the biggest problems in society is people don't stop and think. They don't think about their actions.
Most
They don't
people
think
don't.
about their decisions. And it's ultimately taking them to full and utter destruction.
Okay, but how do I think? Because I want to start thinking. I want to be independent.
Good. Very simple. First is ask yourself, the things I'm doing, right? What is the track record of the outcome of the things that I'm doing? So people go to university, they get $100,000 in debt, then they go work a $40,000 a year job, their life spans out, you see the data.